down effort. It's the Lions and the Chargers, and it's coming up.
City in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the L.A. Chargers. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Overton, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And taken right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hooker. Incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 or 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Overton. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard
Here's Herbert now on second down, and that is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 18 carries, 108 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he should seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it, and that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run on 1st down. Overton will get this up to about the 44. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 71 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
On 1st down, Overton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Johnston on a quick slant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Play action. It's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now Hooker. And this will be incomplete. The Lions at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hooker's going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball up front. Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's...
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Now a bootleg with Hooker. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. Third and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Hooker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. To the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Overton, and he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Overton. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Up the middle they go. Overton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Herbert. Short throw to Smith.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. The lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Gibbs. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Hooker. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They go play action. Here's Hooker. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And his kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Overton, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
47-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. Up the middle they go. Overton. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Overton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got Smith here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Give him now 1,062 catches in his career. And I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if he ever wrote Andre Johnson's name down and that number and said, that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get to. If so, congratulate yourself. You are there That means you rank amongst the best.
And this is caught at the 20. And in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Taken down at the 30.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021? That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So out come the Chargers. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Herbert on first down now. Smith catches left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Herbert now. Short throw to Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Overton. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw to Smith. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every.
Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Hooker on first down. The slant connects with Davante Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hooker now off play action. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact. and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's Hooker. They'll roll him out right. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah,
they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. Overton. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Rolling to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Now Hooker. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. So out now come the Lions. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Hooker. Short pass caught by the tight end, Griffin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing. Hooker. It's caught here by Adams. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Hooker to throw it. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now Hooker. And that's complete to Adams. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here's second down. Throwing here is Hooker. This one swung out to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Hooker to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Homer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the... And he's got it! It's caught for a touchdown! And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Pass complete to Robinson. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory. And they're going to need a miracle. That's caught by Palmer. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they played